Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today we're diving into some explosive new drama surrounding the young and the restless. And trust us, this storyline could completely change everything for the Newman family. Phyllis Summers may finally be getting the upper hand against Victor Newman, and if these shocking spoilers are true, Victor and Victoria could soon find themselves facing serious consequences for allegedly fabricating evidence. Could the mighty Newman empire finally crack under pressure? Will Michael Baldwin betray Victor for the first time in years? And is Phyllis preparing the revenge move of a lifetime? Let's break it all down. For years, fans of the young and the restless have watched Victor Newman manipulate nearly everyone around him. Regardless of the circumstances, Victor consistently emerges victorious. He controls businesses, influences the people closest to him, and somehow manages to escape punishment every single time. But now, things may be different. This latest storyline centers around Newman Enterprises and the shocking accusation that Victor used artificial intelligence technology to create fake evidence against Phyllis Summers and Kane Ashby. And honestly, if this turns out to be true, this could become one of the biggest scandals Genoa City has ever seen. According to spoilers, Victor allegedly developed a sophisticated AI program capable of generating realistic emails and digital communication. Instead of using the technology responsibly, he reportedly used it to frame Phyllis and Kane in an effort to regain control of Newman Enterprises. The plan was simple but ruthless. Victor needed proof that Phyllis and Kane were conspiring against him. Since real evidence didn't exist, fake evidence was allegedly created instead. And unfortunately for Phyllis and Kane, the plan actually worked. The fabricated emails were convincing enough to trigger arrests, throwing both of them into legal chaos almost overnight. But here's where things get even more intriguing. Victoria Newman may have unknowingly made the situation far worse. Spoilers suggest that Victoria personally handed the evidence over to Christine Blair Romalotti, believing the information was legitimate. However, if the emails are proven fake, Victoria could be viewed as an accomplice in Victor's scheme. That's right. Victor may not be the only Newman facing serious legal trouble. And fans are already wondering whether Victoria will finally realize just how dangerous her father's manipulation has become. For a long time, Victoria has defended Victor no matter what he does. Even when his actions crossed moral and legal lines, she often justified his behavior because she believed he was protecting the family business. But this situation feels different. This time, innocent people may have been arrested because of fake AI-generated evidence. And if that truth comes out publicly, the fallout could be massive. Now let's talk about Phyllis Summers because she is absolutely at the center of this storm. Anyone who watches The Young and the Restless knows that Phyllis is not someone who quietly accepts defeat. She's emotional, intelligent, unpredictable, and incredibly determined when she feels wronged. And right now, she feels completely betrayed. Phyllis already had a complicated relationship with Kane Ashby before all of this happened. In fact, tensions between them exploded before the Newman Enterprises takeover situation even escalated. Spoilers reveal that Phyllis actually used chloroform on Kane during one heated confrontation in order to gain control of the program before Kane could return it to Victor. Yes, things became that intense. But even with all the chaos between them, Phyllis never expected Victor to allegedly frame both of them with fake evidence. That betrayal may push her further than ever before. And honestly, fans are ready to see Phyllis fight back. For years, viewers have watched Victor manipulate people with little to no consequence. Every time it looks like he might finally lose, he somehow escapes punishment. But this storyline feels like it could be building toward something bigger. Because this time, Victor's own inner circle may begin turning against him. And that brings us to Michael Baldwin. Michael has always had one of the most complicated relationships in Genoa City. He's fiercely loyal to Victor, but he also understands the law better than almost anyone else. Which means Michael knows exactly how serious this situation could become. Spoilers suggest that Michael is already beginning to question Victor's actions. Deep down, he may realize that the evidence against Phyllis doesn't add up. And if Michael discovers undeniable proof that Victor manufactured the emails using AI technology, he'll face the hardest decision of his career. Does he continue protecting Victor Newman? Or does he finally choose justice? That decision could change everything. What makes this even more emotional is the pressure coming from Michael's personal life. Lauren has reportedly been encouraging Michael to step away from Victor's influence and do the right thing. And honestly, She may have a point. Victor's schemes have dragged Michael into dangerous territory countless times over the years. But helping cover up fake evidence against innocent people could cross a line Michael can no longer ignore. Fans are already speculating that Michael could become the key to bringing Victor down. And imagine how dramatic that would be. The man who spent years defending Victor in every crisis could become the very person responsible for exposing him. Now that would be an unforgettable twist. But proving the evidence is fake won't be easy. Phyllis needs more than suspicions. She needs hard proof that will actually hold up in court. And that means someone must trace the digital origin of the emails and prove they were artificially generated. In today's world, AI technology is becoming more advanced every day, and this storyline taps into a very real fear about how dangerous manipulated digital evidence can become. That's one reason why this plot is connecting so strongly with viewers. It feels modern, believable, and terrifying at the same time. Because if someone as powerful as Victor Newman can create fake evidence using AI, then who can truly be trusted? Now let's talk about another character who could play a major role in exposing the truth, Amanda Sinclair. Amanda is intelligent, sharp, and fearless when it comes to uncovering corruption. Spoilers hint that she may eventually work alongside Michael to investigate the fabricated evidence. And if that happens, Victor could finally face opponents capable of challenging him legally and strategically. Amanda and Michael together would create an incredibly powerful team. They know the law. They understand Victor's tactics. And unlike many people in Genoa City, they may not be intimidated by the Newman name. Fans are already excited about the possibility of seeing Victor cornered with nowhere left to run. Of course, this wouldn't be The Young and the Restless without emotional family drama, betrayal, and shifting alliances. If Victoria learns the truth about the fake evidence, she could feel completely devastated. Not only would her father have manipulated her, but he may have placed her own future at risk in the process. That realization could damage their relationship in ways we've never seen before. Victoria has spent years trying to prove herself worthy of Victor's approval. But what happens when she realizes he used her as part of a dangerous scheme? Could Victoria finally turn against her father? That possibility alone has fans talking. Meanwhile, Kane Ashby remains caught in the middle of the entire disaster. Despite his complicated history with Phyllis, Kane is reportedly focused on trying to save Malcolm Winter's life while also dealing with the legal nightmare surrounding the fake evidence. The pressure on Kane is enormous right now. And if the truth comes out, he may become one of the strongest witnesses against Victor. But let's be honest. Even if Victor and Victoria are exposed, longtime viewers know the Newman family rarely stays down for long. That's why many fans are approaching these spoilers cautiously. They've seen Victor escape impossible situations before. However, there's still hope that this storyline could finally force him to face at least some consequences for his actions. Even temporary accountability would feel satisfying to many viewers who have watched Victor manipulate people for decades. And perhaps that's what makes this storyline so compelling. It's not just about revenge. It's about justice. Phyllis wants more than freedom. She wants Victor Newman to finally experience what it feels like to lose control. And honestly, seeing Victor cornered, exposed, and vulnerable would create some incredible television. Now let's talk predictions. If these spoilers continue moving in this direction, we could soon see a dramatic courtroom showdown involving Victor, Victoria, Michael, Phyllis, and Amanda. Imagine the tension. Imagine Michael revealing evidence that Victor fabricated the emails. Imagine Victoria realizing in open court that she helped distribute false information. And imagine Phyllis standing there watching the Newman empire begin collapsing piece by piece. That would be absolutely explosive. But there's also another possibility. Victor could attempt to cover his tracks before the truth comes out completely. He may try manipulating witnesses, destroying evidence, or pressuring people into silence. Because one thing about Victor Newman never changes. He fights until the very end. And that means the battle between Victor and Phyllis is far from over. In many ways, this feud feels personal now more than ever before. Phyllis isn't simply fighting for Newman Enterprises anymore. She's fighting for her reputation, her freedom, and her chance to finally beat Victor at his own game. And viewers are definitely invested. Social media has already exploded with fan reactions to the possibility of Victor and Victoria facing legal consequences. Some fans believe Victor deserves prison after everything he's done over the years. Others think Victoria is simply another victim of her father's manipulation. And many viewers are hoping Michael will finally break free from Victor's control once and for all. No matter what happens, one thing is clear: the drama inside Genoa City is only getting started. So what do you think? Will Phyllis finally get revenge on Victor Newman? Will Michael expose the truth? Could Victoria end up arrested for helping spread fake evidence? Or will Victor once again find a way to escape punishment? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, because we definitely want to hear your predictions. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another Young and the Restless update, spoiler breakdown, or daytime drama discussion. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next time for more shocking soap opera news and spoilers from the Young and the Restless.